Hi guys. So for the next class, we are also going to be doing naan breads. And for that, I thought before the class, I should show you a quick demonstration of how the naan dough is made. It is a dough that has to be left for about at least an hour. So I would request you all to make it 1 hour before and let it sit out. You don't need to refrigerate it. Let it sit out for 1 hour. Two ways naan dough recipe can be made. We can also make it with yeast, which is much faster, but Indians typically make it with yogurt, which gives it a very nice flavor. So that is why this video, because I want to teach you how to make this with yogurt and not yeast. Let me tell you now quickly what all we have in front of you, the exact proportions of everything. So first we have white flour. This is all-purpose flour. We are going to be using 2 cups of this. These are the cups that we are going to just use for measurement. We have 2 tablespoons of melted butter over here, just regular unsalted butter. We have 1 cup of yogurt, a thick yogurt. Also, we have about half a teaspoon of salt, about 2 teaspoons of sugar. This is powdered sugar. And just about a quarter of a teaspoon of baking soda, which will help your naan breads rise when we cook them. And we also have about a quarter of a cup of milk, just regular cow's milk, slightly lukewarm. And I also have this dish which will help me knead it. So it's a very simple process. First, we are going to use 2 cups of our white flour. Oh, I spilt a little bit. So that's my 1 cup that goes in, and my 2nd cup. This is enough to make about 8 to 10 naans. If you're making home style naans, 8 to 10 cups. 8 to 10 naans, sorry. So I've kept water here on the side. If we need water, I feel it's getting too dry, we'll use it. Otherwise, essentially, you don't need to use water because you do have yogurt, right? And always your hands should be clean because we are going to knead with our hands. So make sure your hands are clean. Next, I'm just going to add my yogurt in. I'm going to add the sugar. Get it all out. The salt. We'll add the baking soda a little later. Okay. Just slightly, only use one hand, but knead it in. So start kneading it. It'll start forming into lumps. This takes at least 5-7 minutes of kneading time. So I will show you what all goes in, and I will knead it for you for a little while, and then I'll show you the final product. I'll send you a picture of that. Next, I'm going to add my melted butter. So if you see, it's starting coming together now. Now, it's not necessary that I use all the milk because my yogurt was quite wet. So what I'm going to do is, I am only going to use a slight amount of milk. Maybe about 2 tablespoons was enough for me. If you see, it's become a ball. And then I'm also going to be adding my baking soda. Now this needs to knead for a while. You need to knead it. It's sticky. If you feel it's getting too sticky, put a little bit of white flour in it. Just a tiny bit. So I'm going to just do that just to make sure it's not too sticky. Yeah. And just use your knuckles on it to knead it. And there you have it. That's your naan dough ready. Keep it in a dish covered for about an hour, and this you can leave it for more than an hour. You can leave it for 2 to 3 hours as well. So if you made it 3 hours before, don't worry about it, just leave it out. And when we come back to the class, we will be using this for our naans. All right, so see you soon.